show we have for you tonight. All submitted videos from you, the viewer. What is going on, guys? It's Adam, aka Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. Tonight, we have a show chock full of videos from you, the viewer. We're going to go over some really big news, of course, on top of that, and we are going to make sure to get in a few calls as well at 224-400-MARF. Now, first off, I just want to let you guys know, nothing in this show should be considered legal, medical, or financial advice. The views of the callers can differ considerably and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of myself, Dex, or anyone else with the show. You should always do your own research and consult with professionals. The internet is full of fake news, so please take everything with a grain of salt. All right, now that we got that out of the way, we also want to let you know if you're not getting notifications from the algorithm gods, make sure to go to our website, marfooglenews.com. You will actually see that we have it set up for push notifications, so you'll actually get a physical push notification onto your phone. Again, that's at marfooglenews.com, where you can also sign up for the email alerts. On those email alerts, we're going to have articles and things. In fact, were put back because some of the writers were deleted from history. So again, we're going to probably go over that on another show that's probably D-Live. And then, again, you can follow along. Tonight is especially important because all of the viewer-submitted videos are available for you to investigate or watch or replay over and over again. If you want to just watch the videos later on and on a second device, you can. Now, almost all of these videos are actually viewer-submitted. Now, it's very easy to organize. On our website, you just click on Unidentified, Episode 4, and then you will see that it brings you right to this, which has all of the articles, all of the tweets, all of the videos, any documents that we might show, and all of the callers. These are all the videos that are submitted today. Very, very packed show. Every week we've had more and more. This is episode 4. In fact, so many videos it's taken time to load. Again, this is something that picked up very fast. We weren't expecting that so many people would do this. You know, like there's people like Mr. MBB 333. People know to send their stuff, or back when Secure Team 10 or Third Phase of Moon, they've been doing it for a long time, so they get a lot of videos. Obviously, a lot of people send them their videos. We didn't expect it to kind of pick up this fast. Now a lot of people are sending their videos here. So thank you. We really appreciate it, and we'll make sure to play absolutely every one unless it's got something horrible in it. Again, send them to us because we will get them out to at least 30 to 50,000 people a day. So again, thank you guys for sending it to us. We cannot believe the kind of stuff that's been coming in. You guys are all over the country, all over the world, and you have your cameras out and you are watching this stuff. It's amazing. So let's introduce my co-host Dex. He is my internet brother and best friend here. Let's do a sound check real quick, Dex.
Hello, Adam, and hello, Foogle fam. How you doing tonight?
So before we get started, just a quick note. A lot is going on, and I hope you guys are prepared. This show is kind of a break from the week. We are going to be going over unidentified sightings and things in the sky. Obviously, this is a funner show out of some of the stuff that we talk about on the regular. But there are some very emerging breaking news stories or headlines that are coming out as we speak. Some of them, Voldemort won't let you actually play or say or talk about. So we are going to work with our systems and try to get as much information out as possible. It is absolutely insane what is going on right now. And in my opinion, I believe we may, I don't think we may. I think right now with the hacks and who they're pointing to, that means that you've got two countries tag teaming with some of the information that is coming out. Somebody said, I believe we're at war. And, I'm going to prove to you guys over the coming weeks, I believe we are in the very beginning of it. And I've been calling this for 3 years, but haven't had as much proof as now. We just cut a certain country out of stock exchange, or going to. There's big things coming. This is a lot of money that's being played with. When you mess with a country's wallet, you're messing with their entire country. So we'll go over that. But again, tonight is a more relaxed night. Susan Donahue starts off with many thanks and much love. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I sent out an email to you. I hope you saw that. Just want to make sure you're okay. And then others, I sent out. I'm going to be sending out some Christmas thank yous to you guys. Thank you so much for everybody that has supported us through really hard times. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's not wait any longer. Susan, thank you. Seriously appreciate it. Greenland director studied the science of comets to prepare for the disaster film. Now, I've been talking about Greenland for a year. I mean, this was supposed to be slated to come out July 7th, I believe, or July 17th, and then it got pushed back. It got pushed back to August, then it got pushed back to September, then it got pushed back to October, then it got pushed back, and now it is finally out in December. And actually, some people said that it was. Now it is officially out on demand, and people are starting to watch it. It's $20 to rent on Xfinity. Some of the services, I think HBO has like a something with it, but I don't know. I don't have that, so I wouldn't know. But I did see it for rent for $20, so people can go watch this. If you haven't seen Greenland, it is not the best disaster movie that's ever hit the world. It's not, I would say, in movie terms, it's not as good as, say, Armageddon. Armageddon was pretty legendary, just the whole thing, the way they put it together. But Greenland is, in a way, a very scary movie because of the reality of the situation and how accurate they made some of the scenarios. Now, some of this you would think, oh, this was just done for exaggeration, but some of those scenes were actually done with reality in mind and history and the paths and previous impacts and how far they spread out. Some of the scenes, like the scene, if you've seen it in the trailer, in fact, it's not spoiling. In the trailer, when they are later in the movie and they're in their car stuck in traffic and rocks start raining down, that is a true scenario. If a bigger rock hit, then they burst open and then they send stuff up and then those start coming down all over the world. So just really crazy stuff. But on top of that, with the research that this person did, the director did on the actual, event happening, they also did research on the presidential alert, which I don't know if they talk about it in this one, but that is the doomsday alert, the one that we tested in October 3rd, 2018 in October. That alert is a very scary alert. If we ever do get that, be prepared. And they are already talking about using that alert in Inauguration Day. Like, this is crazy stuff. That is, of course, if everything goes as planned. Wow. There is so much going on. By the way, transition talks have now been cut. If you didn't know that, that's pretty crazy. So who knows what's going on there? But I would say definitely have your stuff just prepped in case of anything. And that's just being responsible, being smart. Greenland director studied the science of comets to prepare for disaster film. It says the director of the new comet impact Hollywood film Greenland says that he tried to become his own aficionado in researching the science of small bodies in space. It says that Greenland will be released directly to video on HBO Max December 18th. For the movie, director Rick Roman Waugh did his own research into the science of comets, speaking with scientists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and studying on his own to better understand what happens and what would happen after a comet hits Earth's atmosphere. It says, quote, I was really trying to understand what happened during the last extinction event, Woe told Space.com, referring to the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Which, by the way, the more studies that they do, 66 million years ago was one of the last extinctions. I think, I don't know, actually, you guys can correct me in the chat or in the comments down below, which, by the way, if you remember, the most important thing to do right now to help us, if you're not helping financially, is to comment down below. But again, the new studies say that every 27 million years there is an extinction level event, or I'm sorry, there is an extinction of some sort, or a mass extinction. The words are very careful there. So there's a mass extinction every 27 million years. I'm sure we had one after that. So I don't know if that's true, but it seems like we're a little bit overdue for a mass extinction. If that means that only the animals will be extinct, I don't know. But you guys can correct me. As you guys know, I'm not a scientist. I'm not anybody special. I'm just like you and looking at stuff and asking questions. So It says, like many students, Wow finally or quickly found contradictions as he studied and explored. He attempted to find consensus among experts who study asteroids and comets, but he said that he found that their points of view disagreed on how Earth's ecosystem was affected by the meteor. It says, however, despite wanting to learn about comets and what a real impact might look like, Wow didn't want the movie to run like a documentary. Says, quote, it was a family's point of view of how it would unfold. Woe said that the movie's fictional story, which follows a made-up comet called Clark that originates from outside the solar system. Now, remember that story, the story in the movie is that this is an interstellar object, just as Oumuamua, the previous one that made all of the news and everybody talked about it, was cigar-shaped. It was like this, floating through and spinning and doing all these weird things. That one was an interstellar object. That was the first of its kind ever recorded. And then, of course, just a couple months later, we saw a second one. Out of all history, in just the time of about a year, we had 2 interstellar objects. So is this some sort of predictive programming talking about interstellar objects in general? Was this made after, I guess? This was actually slated to come out far before January of 2020. So it's just kind of weird considering when everything was done. But either way, in the movie, they say it's a string of comets so far that they can't even see the end of it coming. And the big one, of course, is going to hit Earth, and they need to be in a shelter in Greenland. It says, Woe said he hoped that this emphasis on the personal, dramatic side of an impact would help, quote, Greenland stand out from decades of previous Earth impact disaster films, such as Deep Impact or Meteor. It says, without giving anything away, Wow said that he tried to make Clark, the film's comet, follow a plausible track to Earth. Well, one main fragment gives humanity a lot of worry. Smaller offshoots periodically slam through the atmosphere and cause local havoc. The fireball created serious drama for stars Gerard Butler, of course, and it says the film's actor coincidentally have had a fair amount of space experience. Wow mentioned Butler starred in 2017 Geostorm, a disaster movie about weather systems overrunning Earth after the breakdown of a satellite network. And then, of course, it talks about these. It says, yet while the actors shared space and sci-fi experience, Woe and the actors didn't really discuss space. He said, but more so how the characters and the actors were portraying would react to their possible deaths. He wanted the movie to show a range of possible reactions, everything from running away from the inevitable to bravely facing it down. Now, there is several things, and it basically, the thing about this is parts of this are so realistic as far as the patterns. One thing that they don't talk about in the movie is they don't give a backstory of how long the government knew about this thing. It was big enough to where they knew. And one thing you see in the movie is that they didn't tell them until last minute. And that is one thing that I want you guys to think about. People give me crap for talking about meteors, and Israeli News Live and others for being the only ones that are really, people talk about it. They say, oh, this could happen one day. But we are some of the few that say it is going to happen, and that they know about this. And this is under the assumption that, of course, they know about most of the big ones. And they would have a timeline, but they would not tell us. So one thing I want you to think of is why all these countries all of a sudden want to colonize the moon and Mars. Why all of a sudden in the same time period did all this stuff go down? The Sunspot Observatory, all this weird stuff, Black Hawk helicopters coming in for, of course, a computer case of all that kid stuff. Anyways, the story just didn't sit right with a lot of people, including myself. With everything that's happening right now, I hope that, all of this distraction, it seems like people are trying to get, people are getting pushed in and out of certain areas. So one thing I want you guys to think about, read the rest of this article, but think about how realistic that is and try to watch that movie and let me know what you guys think of it. Planned Harvard balloon test in Sweden stirs solar geoengineering unease. It says an early experiment towards using sun dimming technology to cool warming has opponents fearing a slippery slope toward engineering the. So, of course, this has been something that people have been talking about a long time. We are actually going to watch some videos, viewer-submitted videos that you're going to go, how the heck do people not see this stuff? It's absolutely unbelievable. I just posted something where it was a grid. It straight up looked like a IKEA shelf in the sky. How in the world? And then these turn into normal clouds, of course. Absolutely insane. Don't know how people are still not on this, but now they're slowly, they're slowly and subtly putting out so many little tiny things to where the public just over one night, all of a sudden everybody's like, oh yeah, those are that. Do you see how they did this? They slowly came out with information. They slowly put it on government websites. They slowly said, oh, yeah, well, we are doing this and we are doing this. And then soon people will be like, yeah, of course, that's that. We know that. That's there for a reason, right? But when just a few years ago, they would put things on your videos, they would delete you saying that you were talking about conspiracies. You see how it worked? Now all of a sudden it is real. Texas even has it on their government website. It starts with geo and ends with engineering. So it says Harvard University scientists plan to fly a test balloon above Sweden next year to help advance research into dimming sunlight to cool the Earth. It says alarming environmentalists opposed to solar engineering. It says open air research into spraying tiny sun-reflecting particles into the stratosphere to offset has been stalled for years by controversies. This is so funny because do you guys think that this wasn't already happening? Including that it could discourage needed cuts in greenhouse gas emissions. It says in a small step, the Swedish Space Corporation agreed this week to help Harvard researchers launch a balloon near the Arctic town of Kiruna. It would carry a gondola with 600 kilograms of scientific equipment, 12 miles high. It says, quote, there are many real concerns about the risks of climate change and solar. And it says, and David Keith, who is involved in the project and is a professor of applied physics at the Harvard School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, says, quote, understanding them requires a range of activities, including experiments. So they're saying they're experimenting and that they're going to do this. This is just right out in our face. And when you see the videos later, it's like, how are they not already doing that? Now, I'm going to go over to the chat here before we hit. Maverick astrophysicist calls for unusually intense solar cycle, straying from consensus view. Oh, so you mean he's going outside the box. Okay. Well, I like following those kind of people because usually they're right. Speaking of which, thank you, Wise Owl 1111 for being here. James Allen, CHS Tennessee, GG Loves Jesus. We've got Raymond Knight, Rubber Dub, Paul Shaggy, Leone. Walt D, we've got Heat C here, Fat Caterpillar, Ronnie Nunez. What's going on? If that, I think, is that Ron Nunez? I don't know. Tina Birch, Gen X Voice, thank you for being here. Joshua Hathaway, thank you. Stewie, we've got Marfoogle. LOL Do and Crazy will certainly be hammered. Lots of crazy stuff here. Thomas the Fam, nice to see you, man. I hope your creating is good. If you guys haven't checked out Thomas Fam, he of course I think has 500,000 followers on YouTube. So thank you for being here tonight and thank you for saying hi. It says hello, Marf Dex and mods. Love the shows. Thank you and thanks for your support. I will make sure to try to return that. I always do. JV, hey Marf, Veritasium, YT, and we know who that is, YT channel, put a great video on asteroids titled, These Are the Asteroids to Worry About. Scary stuff. Yes, and actually I think I shared that through my Twitter. So I watched that, and it's the smaller ones. It's not the bigger ones because the smaller ones they don't have any track of. And as we've seen so many times, it's like they miss the ones that are the size of the Empire State Building until after it's gone by, or they say it's not going to hit. Just so you know, they actually said that the one that hit Shablinsk, which caused a 1,500-mile sonic wave and injured thousands of people through broken glass and sonic boom, that one was supposed to miss. Of course it was, like all of them. But when they don't, it's a disaster that we're not ready for. Absolutely crazy stuff. RE55 says, thank you, Adam and Dex, for all your hard work. ML, and God bless Foogle fam. Lisa R. Hall, Whitetail 7, Carolyn Lowe, CJ Blaze, Susan Donahue, L. Michelle Bones, WV Prepared Mind, and J Stone 78. Hey, thanks, and thanks for hollering at the importance. Teresa, thank you, says, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Marv and Dex, for what you do. That is awesome. Thank you, Teresa, and Merry Christmas to you as well. No happy holidays here. Straight up. Jesus. I'm serious though. Like, I hate the PC happy holidays or whatever. If you want to say Merry Christmas, say it here. Okay. All right. Getting into this, it says Maverick astrophysicist calls for unusually intense solar cycle. It says, but a prominent astrophysicist at the National Center for Atmospheric Research, Scott McIntosh, foresees the sun going gangbusters. It says the cycle is already off to a fast start, coinciding with the recent publication of McIntosh's paper in solar physics. Let me fix this real quick. And it says the study, with contributions from several of his colleagues, forecasts that the nascent sunspot cycle to become one of the strongest ever recorded. So this is, this goes against what everybody else is saying. This is saying that we could have just absolutely mind-blowing sets of solar flares. It says the weather on the sun matters because solar outbursts can unleash radiations into the Earth's atmosphere that is dangerous for air travelers, interfere with spacecraft and satellites, and in worst case scenario, inflict significant damages on Earth's power grids. Okay, so if you've seen Suspicious Observer's view on things, there is many theory and a lot of people that back this up and believe this really hardcore, that the sun is behind almost all of the events that have happened here on Earth. In fact, they say that, almost all the other stuff is just side effects of the sun and the cycles that it's been through. And said that it will happen, and it will happen again and again and again. And it can cause everything from volcanoes, earthquakes, the earth shifting, pole shift, all this kind of stuff. It all kind of goes back to the sun. Of course, if you haven't seen that, go to Suspicious Observer's channel. They are, I think it's Ben, his name is. Again, great show, great channel. But check his theory out on it. But a lot of people are believing that. And again, if you look into it, a lot of the stuff in the documentary that he put together is absolute fact. So it's hard not to see kind of the scary part of this. Now, if they were to expect a massive EMP to knock out all our grid, do you think they would maybe do an executive order to try to harden our grid as fast as possible? Probably. Oh, wait, they did that in 2018. In fact, the DHS warned us because of an EMP, whether it's from another country or a solar flare that results in a CME that knocks everything out. They said that every single American, and this goes for the whole world really, but they specifically told us every single American 6 months to a year of food and water just in case our grid goes down completely. This is something I've been talking about for a long time, along with Cascadia Subduction Zone, which could be triggered by some sort of sun-related solar. We, of course, know that there's a correspondence between solar activity and Earth activity as far as that goes. And there's a correspondence with that radiation kind of causing different changes along with everything else. So I hope that you guys understand that this is something that is very scarily right around the corner for some of us. And again, I hope people are prepared. If you guys aren't, I hope you guys look into getting an EMP shield to protect yourself. Again, if you have not seen them yet, a lot of the Foogle fam members have already done it, have already installed it. Again, we recommend it even if you don't go through us. We have an affiliate link that helps our channel. Go through it through somebody else's. In fact, we might even make a list of other channels so you can use and support them. Because honestly, this is something that we have pushed very hard because, again, this is something I believe people that will end up saving lives if this does happen. What it is it protects against all three phases of an EMP, E1, E2, and E3. This is the same company that has not only done DHS work, DOD work, and now is officially on the DEMSO team protecting the Texas grid. Again, this is 100% American made, a veteran-owned business. It's right here. And because of their government contract, because of that executive order, they are bringing hundreds of jobs into the United States. Go to marfooglenews.com/EMP. Again, that's marfooglenews.com/EMP. If not, there is a whole list of others that are selling it. Go through one of them and support their channel. If you don't, just go through them and don't support anybody, but make sure to look at it. You can protect your car, your generator, your house, your boat, your solar system. People think, oh, I've got a generator and solar system, I'm fine. Those can get fried too, along with everything else. So again, that's marfooglenews.com/VPN, or I'm sorry, /EMP. Both 3 letters. Okay. Let's take our first caller, and we are about to get into the videos, and we're going to talk about SpaceX launching classified U.S. spy satellite and sticks a rocket landing to cap record year. Holy moly, just so much right now. By the way, the number to call is 224400-MARF. And let's see here. Let's get back into this. D-Live, thank you so much. Gone Girl, 777, thank you again. There are some of you I would actually appreciate if you guys, I got to figure out a system so you guys can get me your address. I wanted to physically send you a Christmas card. Easy Winded, I wish I could send you all one, but that would just be corny, and that would be like, a mass mailer. I want to send a hand wrote thing. But anyways, Brandon Henschel, Scooby-Doo Do-Right, Jen Lay Awake. I hope you and Baldylocks Awake are doing well. I hope you and your husband are having a great night. I hope you guys are getting over the CV. I understand that you guys were sick there. Maui Racing Realtor, Edgy Whalen. I've said your name 1,000 times, never messed it up. Renegade PD, Akarushi, thank you so much. New followers tonight. If I do call out a new follower, make sure to welcome them. End Times, thank you. I see that you are there. Thank you for the ice cream. Scooby-Doo, again, thank you. Sparry Sai. We've got Maui. Moody Mama. Release the Quackin'. Love your name every time. Texas Rob 49 says, Marf and Dex are the bee's knees. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you. I feel like you just spoke through my mother from 1998. Okay, Chewy Weather says, Chewy Weather for the Pacific Northwest next few days. Yes, we've been going through just rain. Crazy stuff. All right, Dex.
Hey, Adam, we have a jet plane that came through. An Ninjet, specifically from Kelly2334.
Oh,
she
Kelly.
Says, Merry Christmas with a Christmas tree emoji.
I can't even see it yet. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, and thank you. I know that I think this is, I believe is the second time you've done that. So thank you so much. Kelly, you are part of a small group of people that have, over the last 3 years, been here almost at every single show. And I was just telling somebody else that you say thank you so many times, I feel like it loses value, but it doesn't lose value with us. So we appreciate it. We're independent media. We are not on a multi-channel network. We don't have protection. So for you to help us, and it really does make a difference. And it will make a difference in the future too. So you guys will see. By the way, Dex, I know that there's a lot of technical issues, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but as far as the platform, is there any updates, even small ones, that we can give?
Yeah, certainly. We are making a lot of progress. And I think as we get through this month, we may be at a point soon where we'll be bringing on some testers, to some early adopters, let's call them.
So it's very complicated what we are doing. We're not just doing a website. It's a full-blown thing. So thank you, Kelly2334. Thank you. Again, we are doing that with our own funds. There's no free service that we can use. Again, they just booted us. So we are making ours. So thank you. You guys are helping that. So, all right, get on with it. Let's get the first caller, and then I'm going to pull it up. I can't actually see the caller information, so I'm going to pull that up right now. If you can, let me know who the next caller is until I get this loaded up.
Adam, our first caller is Knowledge, and I'm trying to get Knowledge on the line right now.
Okay, and it looks like Knowledge is a first-time caller talking about triangle patterns of lights and a sighting, and it looks like we have either a picture or a video here. So I'll load that up. Dex, if you would like, pull them in.
Hey, it looks like we're having a technical issue with Knowledge, so let's maybe we'll switch to Billy, and I'll get Knowledge back on the line.
Okay, so Knowledge, just to let you know, I know you can hear me. We do have your pictures loaded up. We'll come right back to you, and it looks like you have something really freaky there. So, all right, let's go to the next caller then, and let's see here. All right. It looks like we have Billy, another first-time caller. Thank you guys for coming out. 224400-MARF. Again, that's 2244006273. Billy, how are you doing? It says you have intel about an upcoming UFO sighting similar to TV show V. What's up with this?
Hey, this is Billy. Hey, Marv, how you doing?
I'm doing great. So, Billy, what's this information you got here?
Okay, I'm in a confidential area, and the spaceships that the spacecraft and stuff that we've been seeing all this time is setting up for something that's going to happen late March into early April, and the thing about it, it's going to be landing. And if you knew that that TV series V, it will be like that, where somebody will let people know that they have the problems to fix the world's problems, and it's gonna be like that, and he gonna reign for 3 years.
Okay, wait. Sorry about that. Turned on the God voice. So wait a second. So what you are saying is that in your belief, in a few months here, that we are going to have a UFO land, and it's going to be a situation similar to the show V, which is a 1983 miniseries.
Yes, and they will explain that they've been working with us to help on our problems. I don't want to get y'all in trouble, so I don't want to really say too much about it, but I just want to give y'all a heads up about it.
Well, can I ask you a question now? I'm sure people are curious.
Yeah.
Where did you find out that information?
I work for the military. That's all I want to say.
Okay, and please, people be polite, because I know what he is saying is a very broad claim, and we're always nice to the callers. I want to warn people, because if you do say something like this, obviously you know that's a lot of people. If you told somebody like your friend, they would think you're crazy, right? And that's what our show specializes in.
To be honest, my friends think I'm loopy and crazy anyway. Because when y'all was saying, when I was telling everybody to prep up and make sure they got cash and everything
Billy,
like that.
Billy, that's exactly why, Billy, that I'm letting people know, because you already know. What I see is I've done this show long enough where I know that somebody is going to say a rude comment or say, oh, he's nuts or this or that. Just because when people do that, my mods then automatically, under my rules, will mute them for 5 minutes. And then, of course, an adult getting muted, they go, oh my God, I'm an adult, free speech, this and that. It's a rule to not say bad things about our callers, period. And that means, again, I've given you guys many examples of that. Even with speech impediments, or somebody that called in with a stroke, they said something about how he talked, said he was drunk, when really it was a speech impediment. As far as you, sir, you are making a huge claim. Of course, people are going to be questionable, but I like to welcome those claims and things, as long as you are being polite. I appreciate your view, and I appreciate if this does happen, I wouldn't be surprised this year for sure.
Yeah, and I really just want to thank you, you and Dex for doing what y'all doing. I just want to give people a heads up on it. That's all I wanted to really just do. If it don't happen, y'all can call me nuts. Y'all can call me crazy. It's all good. I just want to give people heads up.
Hey, Billy, honestly, anything could happen. We never know. And watch, if it did happen, they would all go, that guy Billy on the Marfoogle News he was right. You'll hopefully I hope you're not vindicated. I hope I'm not vindicated, because if we are right, then we're all in trouble. So thank you for calling, Billy. I do appreciate it. And it's your first time call. Don't make it your last.
And I just want to say thank you and Dex for everything that y'all do. God bless you and your family, and just always keep on doing what you're doing. And I love what y'all doing. So I always watch you. I've been with you ever since the first time you were saying you made that video about the military person and someone would come out of the sky. So I've been with you that long.
Well, thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, and I hope it's not your last call, okay? Billy, with much love and Merry Christmas, okay?
All right. Thank you. Merry Christmas to all y'all, and God bless.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. That was Billy, first-time caller. Again, I felt like I wanted to explain, because he knows that is a huge claim, right? So what would normally happen in any other call-in is they go this or that or that. We don't allow this or that. You can disagree. You can say, I disagree with him. That's fine. But calling people names and this and that, that's not welcome. We don't even let, if there's a channel that's trolling us, that's calling me this or that, I don't let that be talked about. I don't let, if there's a total jerk that is a jerk on YouTube and he says I'm this and that, I don't allow people to talk badly about them. I don't let people talk badly about really anyone unless it's like in a certain Arkansas family. That's pretty much it. And even then, you should be careful, because that's all part of how, people get knocked off. So I do appreciate everybody here and their views. And what if he's right? That's the thing. I stopped thinking people were crazy when I found out some of this stuff. And you have to realize truth is stranger than fiction, period. And you never know what somebody's went through. You never know if he served. What if he served 25 years in the military, special forces, walked through the White House? Now, I'm not saying he did, but what if that's the case? And maybe he, been through so much that just one comment could put him back. It's like, it's not necessary. I always agree. I always have. I like people saying I disagree and this and that. That's fine. You can say I think that sounds crazy, but the person, we don't do that. And I'm only telling you guys because I already know on the back end I have to deal with 10 people were muted, and now they came back swearing, and then they were muted again because they're swearing, saying, "Oh, you can't do that." Then it turns into this big debacle because people feel like if they were muted, especially Foogle fan members, if they're muted, it's offensive. They're embarrassed. That's what happens. People are embarrassed or pissed off, right? Because they do feel embarrassed. They got muted, but nobody really even notices. If you're muted for 5 minutes, just come back in and pretend nothing's happened. Don't do the action. That's why I have a problem with a lot of the stuff that's going on. It's like, just, try to be nice. And none of that stuff would happen. All right, let's, do we have the next caller? We might as well just get knowledge in here if we can. And then we're going to start playing some videos after this star link.
Hello?
Hello, Knowledge, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing, man?
How are you doing? So, what do we got here? We got a couple pictures, and I'm going to pull it up. Can you explain what we're looking at?
Sure. I actually caught the image in the picture by chance. I went out to take a picture. It was a full moon, and I wanted to get a picture of the full moon that night. When I first took the picture, I didn't even notice it. It seemed like a tiny speck, so I didn't really notice it at first. Going back to the picture a few days later, I noticed it, and as soon as I enlarged the picture, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, it was right over my head.
Now I'm trying to get it a little bit bigger. I had it bigger, and then I thought that, oh, there we go.
I sent 3, so one of them should be enlarged. I think the last picture should be enlarged all the way.
Wow, check that out. So, and by the way, I recently learned, I don't know how I didn't know this my whole life, but on the right side of a plane is a red light. On the left, I might be backwards. On the right side, a blue light. On the left, a red light. That way planes know which way they're going. So if a plane sees another plane, they go, oh, it's flying this way. Didn't know that, but it's standard on all planes. This one doesn't look like it has colored lights. It looks like it's 3 white orbs. Is that correct to what you saw?
Yeah, I mean, it could be 3 orbs. To be honest with you, I kind of thought it was a triangle craft, and with a light in each corner, and only because of a personal sighting of mine.
Okay, no, I get you.
And a separate time, I had an actual sighting of a triangle craft that had 3 lights, but it actually had a light in the middle too. And this picture, though, this thing didn't seem to have a light in the middle, but maybe it was too high up for me to see that.
Well, it doesn't, and it also doesn't look like it's a flare, because the light is here, and then you've got the power lines, and then you do have possibly another power line coming off this way, and then you see there, of course, that 3 dots, which we've gotten multiple submissions since we started this already of this. Well, thank you for sharing this with us. Is there one more thing you want to say before you go?
Love the show. I've been listening for a few months now. Thank you for having me as a guest. I've been actually trying to send this to a few people, and you actually got back to me, and so I appreciate it.
And that's exactly what I was saying. Thank you so much, Knowledge, and thanks for calling in. It's your first time call. Don't make it your last. Perfect. That's exactly my point. If nothing against him. Maybe Mr. MB333 has 10,000 submissions, so he can't get to yours. At this point, we still can. So make sure to go. If you have videos or pictures, make sure to go to marfooglenews.com/playmyvideo. We should, Dex, actually add some sort of picture submission thing to that. I didn't think about that when we first did it. So I don't know. Maybe we can add a secondary thing, because I know that a lot of people have pictures as well, and it's not a video. Of course, you could put your pictures into a video, like a slideshow. That would also work as well. But again, if you go to marfooglenews.com/playmyvideo, then we will guaranteed see it. All right, and we're going to go into this, and then we're going to go over it. We have so many videos, and all of these are available at marfooglenews.com. Awake 2 says Jesus will save those who believe in him and his followers. Thank you, Awake 2. I appreciate the support. Scotty J, thank you as well. Lisa K, Merry Christmas, Adam and Dex. Kelly 23334, again, thank you. Gone Girl 777, thank you, and thank you. Cannot say any more. SpaceX launches classified U.S. spy satellite Styx rocket landing to cap record year. Wonder why we need that spy satellite. It says SpaceX launched a clandestine U.S. spy satellite into space for the National Reconnaissance Office, which a lot of people don't know about the NRO. The NRO does some of the craziest stuff, and most people didn't even know about that it existed for a long time. Just until like the last 3 years have I even seen anything publicly about the NRO. Do you guys agree? Have you heard of the NRO? You might have heard it if you watch this show, because we, look it out, but you never see this. You never see them talking about the National Reconnaissance Office. You see NSA, you see all the others, but you don't see the NRO. There's actually several more, too, that we don't even know about. There's so many departments. We actually went over that on a whole show about all these different departments that you never heard of. Super weird stuff. It says the mysterious payload called NROL, obviously, National Reconnaissance Office lander, maybe? I don't know. Lifted off from Pad 39A here at NASA's Kennedy Space Center at 9 a.m. during a planned 3-hour launch window. I wonder why it had a 3-hour launch window. I'm sure that for normal satellites, is there a window? Is there a window because of weather? I know for, Mars and stuff, there's a window because it has, or supposedly it's the rotation of whatever, so it lines up the closest time. But I wonder if that's a weather window. It says a used 2-stage Falcon 9 rocket carried the spy satellite aloft as part of the government mission called NRO 108. Marking SpaceX's 26th launch of 2020, a new record for the company. Approximately 9 minutes after liftoff, the booster's first stage produced some dramatic sonic booms as it made its way back to terra firma, touching down at SpaceX's landing zone 1 at the nearby Cape Canaveral Space Station. So, pretty crazy stuff there. Again, we are only paying attention because these will all come into play later. I guarantee it. We make sure to keep track of these little things that nobody even talks about and then pull them back later, because this is probably a part to a puzzle piece that will be there in the future. U.S. spy satellite goes up, something else happens very shortly. Just saying. All right. Before we move on, make sure if you do not have a virtual private network, we're going to be talking about a lot of this in future days, but right now there is a giant cyber hack going on. Almost all the big companies were affected. All 5 military branches were affected. You personally, if you've worked your entire life to, become anything of any kind of success, or you have a credit score that you are proud of, make sure to protect that. Again, a lot of this identity theft that is going on right now is due to people getting into your stuff. You can actually put yourself on a virtual private network. Again, that's marfooglenews.com/VPN. Get one of the best. Nord is one of the highest ratings, highest rated, and you can help the show at the same time. If you use the special savings code Marfoogle, you will actually get upwards of 70% off on a 3-year plan at the same time as helping us and protecting yourself. If you don't know how to use a computer, that's fine. There's even a mode where you just flip a switch. Like a light switch, turn it on or off, and it does all the work for you. It can actually hide your IP, and it works up onto 6 devices all at once. What that means is you can load it up on your computer, your wife's computer, your kid's computer, and cell phones. That's another big deal. You can actually put a virtual private network on your phone. It's a great thing if you are using public Wi-Fi or your tablet, anything else. All right, let's get into the videos. Thank you again, all of you guys over on DLive. Zippy Moons, I did not miss you. Thank you so much. You should have wrote a statement or something there. Gone Girl 777, thank you. Let's see here. Zippy Moons says, random thought, why are 24-hour stores closing at night? Or stores closing early? Does the V attack late? That's a good point. And a lot of people ask, why is there curfews? Why is there alcohol rules? Doesn't make any sense. No alcohol after 5 p.m. Makes lickety sense to me, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to go to the videos here. Okay. Sorry about that. I heard I don't know if you guys could hear that. There was like a creepy, what do you call it? Like a crickety sound like you would hear in a horror movie right above me. Okay. It says, I think I have captured alien ET on film. I was out on a stormy night when I saw a big eye just looking back at me. This is the second time I see this thing. Feel free to play my video. This is from What a Day. 2 subscribers currently. So you guys, what a day. If you want to check out this channel, you can go directly to the website. Let's see. All right, let's full screen this. And it says there is an eye in the woods. What in the heck? Oh, that is freaking creepy. Oh my gosh. What in the world is that? I don't know what we're looking into though. Is this like into, it looks like we're looking into clouds. Oh, that was, oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Like a big animal with an eye on its side. Oh my gosh, you can see it open. Oh my god, that is creepy. It's got like, it's like a dragon. Watch it slow. The eye opens. And it gets wider. Oh my gosh. I don't know why that is so creepy. On my 4K screen, you can see the light bouncing off the top of its eye. What could that be? What in the world? Oh my gosh. Did you see it close right there? Watch it close. Oh, that is so freaky. And that is not a human eye. That's... You know, what a day. I would love it if you called in on a different show and explained this. Oh my gosh, it gets wider. Is that not flippin' creepy? It almost looks like we're looking down at the forest or something, but it looks like they're looking, so he's looking deep into the forest. Usually you see a little pair of like raccoon eyes. That thing looks like a flippin' giant dragon eye. I guess it's...
Yeah, I thought it was an eye on the ground, like looking up.
Yeah, let's... I'm trying to see, like, I'm wondering if I step back, if I could... I'm looking at it on the small screen. The freakiest thing though is like then it closes. Right here. Watch. Like it just blinks. That is freaky. Gone Girl 777 says, okay, got the creeps. You stay out in the woods all the time. I'm sorry, but that is creepy. Do you guys get what I mean? Dex, I don't know if you thought the same thing, but I legitimately thought that there was something about it that was like, normally I would be like, oh, well, it's just a little eye, but
if it was in real life, yeah, it'd creep me out. It's a video, so I get all analytical and try to figure out what it is.
Well, so I don't get it though. That's why I wish he put like, what are we looking at? But the eye itself, the more that you look at just straight up the eye, it is creepy. All right, it says, good morning, sunshine. It says, this is the video. Cat Jones. Hey, Cat Jones, thank you for your submission. Says, so I know the leader and the follower are jets, but what's that in the middle? Side note, I've driven the same path every morning for 8 years. I've never seen this before. 3 jets in a row, or whatever these are. Spaced out like this, I don't know. I'll let everyone decide on their own, but to me, the middle stream looks a little different than the other 2. Could be nothing, could be everything. And I always appreciate when people say, you know, this could be nothing. And I'd rather see and be the judge for myself than not see it at all. All right, let's go full screen. Again, this is Cat Jones. Again, love mob everybody. Okay, so this you can clearly see the 2. And it's only 1:09, so let's watch this whole thing and see where the weird part is. Let's see. Does this one have a lot of these? You guys remember, try not to do copyrighted music. So hold on. The sound might make a difference if people can identify the planes. By the way, it reminds me of Greenland, that scene.
There's a distinct color to the one in the middle, right?
It's a light white.
It's not as wide. It's very narrow versus the other two. Like it's definitely something different about that one in the middle.
Which is weird. Like the more you look at it, the more you realize it's not the same. The other ones are like an eggshell color, goes with that, and then this one is like a very bright blue or bright white almost. Great video, Cat Jones. Maybe somebody can take this, one of our Foogle fan members, and do some analyzing. Or maybe they say, oh, that's. I'm sure I'm going to get the comments saying, oh, that's an F-7B. I flew them for 14 years in 2004. I ate those for breakfast for crap, sakes. Gosh, how could you not know? It's a 1x2 inch trail there on the binupulator. Flippin' comments. And I actually do appreciate that comment. Thank you for leaving it. No, seriously. Even if you disagree with me or hate me, leave a comment down below. All right. I guess it helps. They can't stop those. So it helps the rating. Okay. Great video. That's again, Cat Jones. Again, Cat, CATGJONES, Jones. Cat Jones. All right. And then UFO near a plane trail. Let's see. UFO while videotaping a trail recorded in 2009. So this is 11 years old. Oh, weird. Look at that. Wait a second. So I believe I saw it. You guys have to see this too. Right here. Oh, weird. Okay, so in between the X on the left, there's an object right here. If you guys, Dex, can you confirm? I've never actually asked. Can you guys see my mouse and where it is? I don't know if it's.
Yes, I see your mouse, and I did see that little white thing fly by the X there. That is what appears to be what he's referring to.
Okay. I thought so. I saw it right away. It's hard to miss. And
you almost need to slow it down.
I'm going to. It's almost like we finish each other's
sentences.
I was saying sandwiches, but okay. That works too. Weird though.
Hey, while you're tweaking that, just a reminder to folks, when you're filming stuff in the sky, especially like the three jets earlier, there's a free app called Flight Radar. Pull that out, right? Pull it out and see what's up there, because that'll help you know, like if it just happens to be three jetliners stacked at different altitudes that are going the same direction by coincidence they're that close. I doubt it. It's probably more like, something military based when you see them in that formation. But pull out flight radar. That'll give you a good idea of what was up there, or if nothing was up there.
Well, yeah, and it makes a difference. And even for this kind of reason, right? You see this checkerboard pattern. See if it was commercial planes where people are on them, or see if it's government. Again, well, do what you will. But if there was something up there and you saw that on flight radar, which now we have access to, or if it's not there, then that's something weird. Or if it's not listed, it might be something even weirder. Okay, I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to turn it down because obviously it's creepy. That sound is like almost necessary because it's so creepy. Oh, that is weird. Oh, that is weird. Oh, that is not normal. That is not a plane. Okay, I'm going to exit full screen, and I'm actually going to zoom in. I wonder if I can... That's actually quite something. Hold on. And look at this. We made it easy. You can just copy the link, and then I'm going to put it in... I'm going to put it up here. You can copy the link and paste it. Isn't that cool? And then boom. We're at the video, and I'm on normal YouTube. Hold on here. I'm going to... Because I want to play it when it's not in full screen. Let's see here. Okay, it's right about here. Hold on. I wanted to see the... Look at that. I was actually going to zoom in, but in the full video there, you can actually see they do a great job of doing it. That's Marley's Travel, 44 subscribers. It says, a craft I caught on video back in 2009. It says, sorry for the jerkiness. It happened during the video conversion. It was not a bird or plane. This was taken from the north parking lot of the Flying J truck stop just west of the Perimeter Highway off of the Trans-Canada Highway. I'd been recording the trails all morning. See other videos, and this craft did a quick in and out of the trail. Maybe it took a sample. That was Marley's Travel. Great video, Marley. Seriously, I love when you catch something like that you don't expect. It was a great job there. All right, let's stop that, and then if you guys want to watch that, again, it is available on the website. All right, next we have... Oh, weird. Wait a second here. I think we have two. Do we not? Yes. So I actually copied the other one. Same UFO from Winnipeg, but more details. Oh, okay. So that second one you can actually go to. That's the one I copied. It gives you a full explanation of it. The next one is Strange Sky. It says sea trails over central Iowa, 12/10/2020. So this was 9 days ago. It says there were no clouds in the sky, and you could tell it was entirely these. And it says, and this was only on the west side of the sky. The east side was covered as well. Sky was milky looking all day after this. Yeah, this is like 101. Okay, so let's play this. This is again Switch Fix Games. I love it. I'm glad that this is just so cool. There's so many amazing different people that are paying attention right now. Let's see here. And that's from the tail end. That's kind of... Wait a second. Oh, okay. It's just not showing up until it... Sorry, guys. I did that. Forgot to put it on full screen. By the way, Gone Girl says, it could have been a big wild hog. They weigh 200 plus pounds, about that mysterious eye in the woods. That actually may be. I almost want to look at the hog eyes now. Look at that sky. Is that disgusting or what? What's even more disgusting is people think that that's, that those are different from, you know, the clouds they're going to see in an hour from then. That is one of the most oblivious scenes right here. Look at this. And then notice how they turn into something else. Look at this. So isn't there supposed to be highways in the sky? As far as, aren't there certain paths? Why would they be next to each other like that? Wouldn't there be one path that they're leaving and entering the airport? It was my understanding that airplanes have highways, but they go up. So every 1,000 feet, 1,000 feet or 10,000 feet, they're here. 11,000 feet, they're going this way. 12,000 feet, they're going this way. 13,000, they're going this way. They separate it by 1,000 so you don't have head-on collisions. And then they have certain paths. But that's just weird. Absolutely crazy. Great video. That was, again, Switch Fix Games, who already has another subscriber there. Let's show you the name here. Switch Fix Games. Make sure to and look at this. Dex set it up so you can just hover over this, subscribe. Boom. Is that cool or what? And then we have a UFO over Vancouver Halloween night. This is, again, Marley. It looks like Marley's Travels, again. Great submissions here. I took this on Halloween in Vancouver 10 years ago. The video doesn't do it justice. It was bright red, moving slowly to the west. At the end, I swung the camera over to a small plane to show the difference. All right, let's go to full screen here. Okay, so I do want to point out, I have seen on 4th of July, it was probably about, I want to say the year 2000 and the year 2008, I saw multiple red objects, and one of them came out of the moon, or, as far as my view, I was looking at the moon, and I watched this red ball come out of it. I've seen this several times on 4th of July specifically, where I saw a huge red item. Have you guys ever seen that? Have any of you seen specifically a bright red objects that they look like satellites or stars, but they're moving weird? But they said this was Halloween. Fireworks on Halloween. I want to live where you live. Apparently Vancouver. Great video. Thank you so much for the submission. Again, Marley's Travel. You keep them coming. Let's see here. Let's get out of this full screen here. Just a reminder, since we popped over there, if you are, obviously most people are in a state or in a place where you may be somewhat locked down and you are using, sadly, Amazon.com. If you are going to continue to use Amazon, try to use our link. You can click on that box. In fact, if you go to any of our pages, when you click on this box, it will bring you through our link. So then it will be logged in as you, but it will be through our link, and it will help us. Anything that you're already buying, you're not going to have, you're not going to pay anything more. In fact, sometimes you'll get discounts. Then it will actually help us. So again, people just started using this, and we really appreciate it. Again, thank you. That helps us out, and it doesn't cost you anything. So I think it's a win-win for everybody if you are still using Amazon. And then it says a sky full of colors today. So check this out. Let's see here. This is by Revelation Skywatcher.
This is Southeast Michigan. Never seen anything like this before. This is unbelievable. Look at this. How far does this go? This is unreal. This is not natural at all. But it is nice.
Sorry, I had to see that again. That is weird.
This is unreal. This is not natural at all. But it is nice.
Definitely weird. I think I've seen something similar.
View. I haven't posted a video in a long time. But it seems like it stops right there. Very dark over there.
That is it's, I guess, like sundogs, how they kind of go around. I wonder if that's the light bouncing off and hitting the clouds in a certain way. I don't know.
It's like a round circle.
That's weird.
See that round circle? That could be another planet or something. And the pink above the pink, and then there's darkness in that pink, below it, the top pink.
There are so many just weird skies over the last couple of years that I've seen. I'm not surprised by anything. That was a great submission by Revelation Sky Watcher. It looks like there's already been several people that already popped over. To everybody, really. Gosh, look at that. And let's see here. Thank you so much. It looks like Luke Erwinski super chatted. Thank you so much. You can always write a message there. I don't know if that was a super sticker. Born a Hawkeye, been with me for a long time, says, get ready, 1776. If you guys get the reference, what happened in that year. I think Born a Hawkeye is saying it's going to happen again, or it's already happening. Live for Christ Today says, well, actually, that was a super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If not, you can always write something. Prilby says, I never miss a show either, but I've been watching on TV. No chat. You know, Proby, I've heard that too. Other people say some apps or some smart TVs you can, and then some you can't. And then huge, Susan, so you don't have to do that. Thank you. Just did a $100 super chat, or $99.99. Thank you, Susan. You know you don't have to do that. Hubby just called restaurant to cancel a to-go cocktail since teen was picking up. Okay, I didn't get what CXL was until I read it in text. Hubby just called restaurant to cancel a to-go cocktail because all these places are doing to-go cocktails. Get this. Since our teen son was picking up. It says, restaurant said, don't worry. They don't check. It doesn't matter. You can even drive with an open container. Reporting from Half Moon Bay, California restaurant, Pasta Moon. Weird. Have they made changes to the laws? Like, if they're doing that and they've been told that they can, that's insane. And if they say, oh, well, the death rate hasn't gone up at all because so many people are saved from this, well, what about the drunk drivers? Apparently, you can, I guess if you get caught actually intoxicated with it, but that means you could just be driving around with open containers. Say, I got it as a to-go drink. I guess that's in the people's bags of tricks now. Or now it is, since you heard that. All right. Let's see here. Look at, oh, there's Mark Pyers coming up on recommended. Day 720. Jeez, the guy's a beast. Let's see here. Sky Full of Colors. That was, again, Revelation Sky Watcher. Okay, wow. Purple in the Skies 2019. Absolutely insane. What in the world? Doesn't look there is sound to this one. Wow. Okay, and I'm sure we have a lot of Cleveland, Ohio people. Did any of you other folks see this? This looks like something that the whole state would see. What is the explanation for this? Because you can't say that was a power company or Transformers. And what's even freakier is this happened in New York, and that's exactly what they said. But that was blue. So, kind of just have to go, oh, I believe it. Or was that a ship? Like, what else causes that? Some people could say, I've heard the purple sky is a certain chemical that happens before a tornado. Or, I'm sorry, a hurricane. That's how they've explained some of the weird purple skies that have been in Japan or China or other places. But that is absolutely insane. This is a great video. I wonder, have you sent this to anybody else? Like, this is insane. Wow, that is incredible. That was, again, let's check this channel out. I'm intrigued. This is Character. Just want to see if this is... Let's see here. See, there's all sorts of unique people in our Foogle fam. Live D&B stream. Oops. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that. That is just so wild. All right. So, what a wild... I want to know what the heck that sky is. All right. Whoops. Cool channel, you guys. Go Love Mob Character or I think that's how you say it, character. And yeah, this reminds me of the picture on your thumbnail. Reminds me of like just it. I thought of DMT when I saw that picture. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to here. Is that your original video? If that's your original video, the only thing I'm wondering is like, how has that not got 1 million views? Like, what the heck is wrong with that? So you guys saw it. Yeah, let me know. Was that an exclusive? Like, that's an insane video. Thank you so much, Character, for sending that in. And again, you can get to her channel right here. You can just click subscribe, and it looks like you guys should be going over there and heading over. Okay, drones are back. Let's see here. 11/30/2020. Now, of course, we covered all the drones. Now, I'm not sure if that is copyrighted, so sorry, but some of the folks said that they weren't, but we just can't be too careful. You'll play 30 seconds of music, and 3-hour show is gone. Let's see here. So, this one would have been a good one to not have any sound on, because the sound of these flying objects. This is Evolution Studios. 11 subscribers. These are all just regular people, Northwest Colorado. And then look at that. That is definitely, it does not look like a plane, but it does have the blinking lights. Hence, yeah, and it doesn't look like a DJI either. I mean, I know I've dealt with a lot of drones. I have friends that do it professionally. I've seen all the drones from the Inspire down from DJI. That's, yeah. But it does have, I wonder if that's just the red or if it has the green. Yeah, it just looked like it has the red. All right, that was Evolution Studios. Great. Thank you. Donald Donhauer Jr. What is up with you guys? Thank you. Donald Dan Hauer says, thank you, Marfoogle News crew, mods included. Says, I don't think you guys understand. Let's see here. Show the channel. I don't think you guys understand how valuable your channel really is. God bless you, Dex, and behind the scenes crew and all the fam watching. God did not create us to live in fear. Alien deception being programmed right now. Donald Danhauer Jr., that is huge. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. You guys know that doing $100 super chats, that's not a regular thing. So thank you so much, and we appreciate it, and it's going to good cause. So thank you. All right, let's see here. This is Evolution Studios. If you guys want to check it out, it looks like they have other videos at night. Gemini meteor, lightning, other stuff. So very cool. Thank you, Evolution Studios, for sending that in. All right, let's go back. And it looks like, I mean, this is just 3 days of submissions. These are getting better and better. All right, sky lights up the red. In fact, before we take this video, let's take our next caller, Dex. Let's see here. It looks like we have loved one who cares and had a fourth kind experience, an abduction from Illinois. And then when Dex gets them in here, in the meantime, thank you over on DLive. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. Gone Girl 777, massive support tonight. For those of you gifting out Marfia badges, that's amazing. Stony Stone USM MT Sun, thank you so much for hosting with 16 viewers. Appreciate that. All right, we've got someone who, or a loved one who cares. What's going on?
How's it going, Adam?
How are you? What's going on?
I'm good. I was just calling to tell you a story about fourth kind abduction.
All right. Well, let's hear it. This is always interesting.
Okay, so shortly after my first son was born, he's 18 years old now. I was a night owl. I'd been laid off from a welding job, so I was up all night. But one night I just got really tired for some reason around 11 o'clock. And I went and slept in the spare bedroom because she had the baby in with her, and I was always afraid to sleep in the bed with him. And as I was falling asleep, like I felt myself being pulled out of the bed, and I forced myself to wake up a couple times, and could only hold my eyes open for like a second or two, and I was back. I felt like I was being sucked into, a nightmare or whatever, and so the last time I couldn't open my eyes, but I got my hands around the outer spring on the mattress, and I could feel my back arching really far, and I could feel the mattress coming up off the bed springs, and I hear, "Let go. We're not here to harm you." And I didn't hear it with ears, but I heard it. And then I say, I think, "Let me see." And I'm laid back down. I'm able to open my eyes, and I see a little green dude that looked like, those green glow sticks that you snap.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. But like light didn't seem to be projecting off of him. He was just glowing, right? And when I seen him, I felt like the most peace I've ever felt, right? And I'm just out. And the next thing I know, I hear screaming really far away, screaming. And screaming is getting louder and louder and louder. And now I start to feel some pain. And the screaming's getting louder, and I realize the screaming's me.
Oh, that is creepy.
Screaming. And now I'm feeling more pain than I've ever felt in my life. I've had a thoracotomy since then. That wasn't shit. I'm screaming. It hurts. It hurts. You said you weren't going to hurt me. I hear the word harm. And then I wake up in my bed hours later. I hear, and I'm like, I'm awake, and I see, there's way more moonlight in the room than when I went to bed. And then I hear my baby crying. And I get up, and I'm like, they took him too, didn't they? In my old days, like, what?
Now, can I ask you, you said that it was glowing. It was a little green man, but what did it have eyes? Did it have 2 eyes? Did it have 4 eyes?
It had 2 eyes. It was a typical little green dude that you always see, in the like little toys or whatever. But I felt peace. I felt like I was in the room with an angel, honestly. And the pain was like, when you get like, it doesn't even, it just flicked, in the testes. Like it doesn't even have to be, and you'll get that pain that goes up in your gut.
Yeah. And it's not anything you can even describe.
That's where the pain was. So, the pain was like getting kicked in the balls, but it was like, not getting kicked in the balls. It was the after that goes up into your gut, but like, times 1,000. It's the most pain I've ever felt in my life. And that's what leads me to believe it wasn't a dream. So obviously, I had lots of trouble sleeping for a really long time, but, for all I know, it wasn't little green dudes, it could have been,
government,
something else that was with technology. And, but since then, one time when I was meditating, I somehow remembered waking up on a table and there's something next to me, but I didn't want to open my eyes, and I like leaped off the table, tackled the thing, and this was a tall gray, and I smacked him into the ground. I tackled him, and the black eyes peeled back, and he had the most beautiful, huge green eyes I'd ever seen in my life, and they had like these blue electric rivers flowing through them. And I screamed for help because I'm pretty sure I killed it.
Again, we are getting so many more unique stories. I don't know if you heard last week's the woman who 40 years ago saw these men in slow motion outside of a UFO. She said essentially they looked like men but smaller, and that, you know, the stories we're getting, and some of the emails, some of the people that said I will never call in, there's stories that they don't want shared, which to me it's like, why would you lie only to say, hey, this happened, and go, I don't want attention, I don't want this, I just want you to know this, and this happened. There was a very similar experience sent in about last Thursday or more than that, and they said the exact same thing, that they had this severe pain from the inside out, and it was a woman, so it was different, but she said it was like her ovaries hurt. So I just thought it was very interesting. You said that it was like you got kicked in the thing. That's weird.
Yeah, I missed that. No, I missed that one.
No,
I thought I was your first. I thought I was your first abduction. All the ones I heard from this show so far have been sightings.
Well, no, we did have a woman call in. No, there was a woman who said that she was brought up, but it was not descriptive. In fact, they didn't talk about it. They said that they had contact. The one that I'm talking about was an email that, they don't want to be known. They said, my story can be told, but if not with my name or anything. There's other ones though too that don't want any.
I'm not worried about it now. I'm not. I don't care. I never did. I told my family right away. I don't care what people think.
Does it keep you up at night?
Oh, I try not to sleep in the dark anymore.
Well, I don't blame you.
That's not possible. That's not possible, especially in the winter time. But basically through the summer, I try not to sleep in the dark. I'll sleep, 3 hours here, 3 hours there. Be up all night. Well,
and you said your child was affected too. Again, that's a scary situation.
He was crying, and I just said, they took him too, didn't they? So I don't know.
What a weird
but
feeling.
Like I said, forever I thought, it was, like I said, man, it felt like an angel was in the room with me. I've never felt so much peace in my life.
Well, it's an amazing story. Is there anything else you want to add to it before you go?
No.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. And again, I appreciate your views, and I appreciate the story. That is extremely creepy. Sent a chill up my neck when you said that you felt like they were an angel, because that's something. And then again, creepy. Thank you so much. You have a great night. Let's see here. That was Loved One Who Cares out of Illinois. Seems to me that a lot of stuff happens in Illinois and Nebraska. Don't know why. Illinois, I can kind of see why, but Nebraska. Observant Servant, another first-time caller, is on deck. Unusual satellite patterns since Space Force started. Yeah, I agree with that too. Also from Illinois. Probably can see all the stars in some of those places there. Let's see here. Let's go back to the videos. We're going to play the videos here in just a second. Let's see here. Beat Creation says, I just put out an album for Elon Musk, says Space Karen. That's awesome. Beat Creations, I'm going to check out your channel. Obviously, you make beats, so We have something in common here. Let's play this video. This is Sky Lights Up Red by Young Love 4020. Let's see here. Okay, so you were on the ground. Looked. Oh, what in the world was that? Wait a second. Oh my gosh. The sound is creepy. Looks like just one of those creepy, windy full moon nights. And obviously there's a reason he's recording. Or I shouldn't say he. I don't know if it's a woman or... Young Love 4020. Sounds like a man. I almost have to turn off my light. Dex, can you look if there's another screenshot or if it just happened there in the beginning?
Adam, it's just there in the beginning. I think that's what the description was.
Let's
it's
see
just
here.
that one red light in the sky.
I gotta watch that one more time. What in the world? Okay, at first I thought it was like a... What is that? Hold on. I gotta get that moment. At first I thought it was like taillights or something on a wall. But then you realize that is the sky. Why was it had like a pattern to it? It was behind the clouds. I'm trying to catch it. Sorry, guys. Oh, what a creepy night. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, peace out. I'm going inside. There it starts. What in the world? And it was giant. It's like above. Some of these are so fascinating. I'm boggled by this one. Look at it. It's like blood red. Do you hear that sound? And then look at the branch through it. Oh my gosh, hold on. Dang it. I just screwed up. What did I do? That is so freaky. You guys can watch that yourself. I'm going to go back to the... I'm telling you, I keep hearing something too. I've got the earphones on. And I just keep hearing that. It's like a... It's a weird sound that's not the wind. I don't know why that just grabs me. This is... Oh, I think it was a woman. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Let's go to Young Love's channel. I just want to make sure we see this here. Thank you so much for the submission, Young Love 4020. Let's see here. Oh, cute puppy. That was Young Love 4020. If you want to go look at the video yourself, look at that. Nobody's seen this, so you're pretty much seeing the exclusive here. I don't know why that grabs me. I've gotten lots of reports, lots of emails about that kind of stuff, about the sky changing color. Just that one was weird. Again, that purple skies, now the red. And I saw that other one, and it was about 1.5 years ago, and it was the guy was taking out his garbage, and he had a full color HD camera, and you see the whole sky go red, and it's still not explained. I remember that one specifically because I got a copyright on it, and it was like from Twitter or something, and the guy himself was like, hey, take it down. Baldylocks Awake says, love the Foogle fam and Marf, Dex, and mods. Baldylocks and Jen, thank you guys for being an awesome Foogle fam couple. You know you don't have to do that. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing our stuff with other people as well. I know there's a few people out there that I know talk about our show, bring new people in. That is absolutely amazing. Again, thank you. We love us some Marf, fam. We pay it forward always, Stony Stone says. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And it looks like somebody, Jammer, Channel Jammer or Jammer1 just gifted Stony a Marf badge. Thanks for taking care of him. Steve Brink 85, welcome to the Foogle fam. If you do see a new name in the chat, make sure to welcome them. Ask them how they're doing. Even if they're a troll, try to get past that and say, okay, well, do you want to hang out still? If they're here, might as well have a fun time, get to know each other. Johnson, thank you. Johnson, thank you so much for being an awesome supporter of the channel. Again, thank you for gifting a subscription to Wisdom. I love it. Wisdom. Lady Green Eyes, thank you so much for being here. Let's see here. Steve Brink, again, welcome. Graham Osh, thank you so much. Yakup Kids, or Yakup Yields, thank you for following. Welcome Yakup. Yakup, like Jacob, but, oh, maybe it's Yakup. Like it. Stewie, Cat Jones, it looks like you joined. I don't know if you saw us play in your video earlier. I'm sure most of the people here are watching their own videos, so thank you. And then let's get down to... Okay. Looks like we have a photo. This one has a big description. So it says, hey, Marf and Dex, I was driving through Zimmerman, Minnesota on 10/8/2020 when I saw something strange in the sky. At first, it was a small metallic speck that looked as though it was suspended in the sky. As though it began moving, I began filming. It looked like it was traveling in a perpendicular trajectory with the tail becoming longer and longer. It then begins traveling horizontally. Originally, I thought it might be a homemade rocket of some sort. However, after reviewing the video, you can see the object appears to morph into what looks like an airplane. You can begin to see the object around 2-minute mark, and if you stay zoomed in and slow it down, you can see the shape transform frame by frame. So this one was a little bit of a different format, so we had to do it through Google Photos or something. So let's see here. Try to play this the best we can. Always try to go flip your phone. Flip your phone if you can. Oh, I already know this is good. Look at, there's a regular bird flying there. This is not a bird. What in the world? Okay, I gotta... Is there a way to make it bigger? Hold on. I could see why you pulled over for this one. This is incredible. What in the heck is that? I know, I can already tell that this is small, so on a cell phone it's probably even smaller.
It's definitely moving. It's going up.
How weird. I'm telling you guys, you can see. This is amazing. Are we? I wonder if we're getting an exclusive here. Like, this is. These videos are hand down. I mean, we gotta. This is amazing. We gotta zoom in and.
What is that? It's going up.
It has two tails. It's.
Wait, lose it again. I can't see the sun.
It's got two tails. You guys, hold on. Dex, is there a way? I with YouTube I can just not do full screen and then zoom in really close. Is there a way I can? Is this on YouTube but it didn't load? Because it looks like it's got the YouTube bar right here.
No, it's just a Google. It looks like they shared it with some sort of Google Share functionality.
I just, when you look at it, either it's a meteor that's going up. I mean, it's very weird. It has a very distinct two-tail thing. I just wonder, because if I can't zoom in, I can't, because they did that vertical, but how can I zoom in on the whole page? It won't let me do the normal, control mouse pad type thing. Look at that. And then why would it be there for so long? Like, even if somebody... Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden it looks like a plane? What in the world? Wait a second. I don't know, you guys, this one's not going to get justice on my me showing it to you guys. Go to marfooglenews.com. You can see this in detail, and you can be the judge for yourself. Honestly, tell me what you think. Comment down below what you think this is. I really want to hear what you guys think. That is pretty freaking crazy looking. All right, let's go back here. That was Unlucky Optimist. Unlucky Optimist, I believe. We'll make sure
and Adam,
to...
we got about 13 left on YouTube.
Okay, thank you. Let's get the next caller in. Let's see here. Yeah, let's bring on the next caller. Wait, hold on. Observant Servant. Let's get the caller on before we cut one side of this. All right, and then thank you guys, everybody that's over there. Beats Creation, thank you again. Donald Donhauer, thank you. Appreciate that. Live for Christ, thank you as well. Prilby, Luke Erwinski, thank you guys. Thank you, everybody over there that has super chatted tonight. We've got Gone Girl, Kelly2334. Thank you. Observant Servant, thank you for coming on tonight. What are you talking about? So are we seeing a strange pattern here?
Yeah, man, I want to say, hey, Adam, hey, Foogle family. I hope everybody's doing all right in these times.
Well, thank you so much, and I hope you are as well. So where you're in Illinois, correct?
Yeah, I live in the southeasternmost tip of Illinois, man. I'm real rural.
So what are you noticing?
I've lived here my whole life.
What are you noticing?
I've stargazed the majority of my life. I know what satellites look like and all that, you know. But it seems like ever since T-Man put in Space Force, I've noticed satellites doing different things in the sky at night. Like I've seen them come like say you'll see a satellite and it's going north, and you'll look over and you'll see one coming from the west. You'll see another one coming from the east. They will swoop in. They'll never change speed, but they'll swoop in and they'll make a triangle pattern and carry on whichever given direction.
Now, here's why I do believe it, because I've seen this myself, and I've seen it, and I know, I'm like, that's got to be a satellite. And they do these weird things. One thing I think of is, do they have a system of which way these things go? And wouldn't it have to, if the world is spinning supposedly in a certain direction? Wouldn't they want to do that? Or how I don't know how it works. And again, I'm not a scientist. I'm a normal person. But it's just the last couple of years
that I've been looking up, though. All the years I've been looking up, though, I've never seen them come together and hold a position. You know, I haven't seen that before, but here lately I've seen that. I've seen them in pairs of twos, and I've seen them come together and not quite make a diamond shape, but like an offset square. And I've seen them hold that position and continue on. It's weird. I've never seen stuff like this, you know, until that come along.
Well, it's obviously, maybe it's not satellites, or it's experimental craft, or it's something else. Well, again, I think that
it could be, man.
There's a lot of people that agree with you. In fact, there's already people in chat saying, I agree. I've seen the same thing. People say, I see that every night now.
I saw Starlink go by probably 4 or 5 months ago for the first time. And I don't know how many satellites they have in that, but I lost count in the 20s. But I was watching them go across the sky in a train, you know, fashion.
And again, other people are saying, Brainblatt says, I see that in Cali, or I've seen that in Cali. Yeah, there's a lot. It's only going to get crazier too. And if we're talking about that, in addition to Starlink is now going to put this grid up that completely covers our sky, we're going to see all sorts of weird stuff. So thank you for calling in and letting us know. Is there one more thing you want to say before you go?
Oh, yeah. God bless everybody, man.
Well, God bless you. And, sir, again, don't be a stranger. You can call in anytime. Observant servant. It's your first time call. Don't make it your last, okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm usually quiet. I'm just hanging out in the back, man.
Well, thank you for sticking with me.
But
I do appreciate it.
I just felt led to call in tonight.
Well,
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one noticing.
Well, no, and try to get your camera out. If you see that on a regular occasion, do you guys have pretty clear skies in Illinois?
Down where I'm at, man, on a crystal clear night, it's crystal clear. I can see the Milky Way. It's beautiful.
See, we couldn't see that here. That's why I'm asking for some of you that are where you are, you know, make sure to take video if you can. But thank you so much for calling
I'm
in.
far away from anybody. Like, my nearest Walmart's a half-hour trip.
See, that's where you need to see him from, though. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and I appreciate you. Observant servant, first-time call there. Let's see here. We're running out of time on YouTube. We've got a 2-hour limit here, otherwise it starts going. And perfect kind of timing for this, because we are coming to our last videos. So let's see here. Jets in the sky. And if we don't get to them, we'll get to them on the next one. This one. Okay, this is the same thing we saw. This is 2 different people sending this in. 3 jets in the sky. Look at that. Going into this crazy cloud. Look at that. Is this like straight up Greenland in real life? All over the place, there's these jets going up. Starting to get creeped out. Or is that falling meteors? I wanted to look at that. I want to zoom in to that. We don't have time to get to all the videos, so what we're going to do is we have two more. What we'll do is we will end up playing them next time. I will play them here during the shout show with no sound. I think the two are the ones left, or the ones that are left have the music on them. So either way, we'll kind of kill two birds with one stone. But let's see here. We have so many folks over on both platforms supporting, being awesome. Thank you guys. I can't say enough. Thank you. Dex. That was the last caller, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we'll do is there's I'll note the other videos, even though I'm going to play them during the shout show. We will make sure to get them in the last unidentified. So there's only three. There's actually three. So I'll let you know which ones those are, and then we will make sure to add them in at least to make a shout show next time. Or I'm sorry, in the next unidentified Fridays. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, and then, by the way, when it cuts out on YouTube, it continues over on DLive. In fact, you guys will see it cut out on YouTube, but it actually continues over on DLive. So if you would like to join to see the rest of the video, you can. What YouTube does is it cuts it, and it ends up making it process over 20 hours, and then you lose the first day of their algorithm. It messes the whole thing up. RA55 is the one, and I believe I'm just gonna play this on the way out. RA55 has amazing videos. If you guys have not seen his channel, he is a growing channel. He's gonna be at 10,000 in no time. But this is a video by RA55. Dex, thank you for your service tonight. I can't say enough thank yous.
Thank you too, man. Great show.
Kelly2334, you are our number 1 contributor tonight. I'll be making a short little song for you. Zippy Moons, Gone Girl 777, thank you. You have supported, literally, you are on the all-time list. Tower Bear, along with Amy R. and End Times, and Kelly2334 is on that same list. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and thank you. All right, several things being shown on the screen. It is now officially time for the shoutro. It's not an outro. It's not a shout-out. It's a shoutro. Bam. The tide is low. They know it's over. When the tide is high, they know just why. When the tide is low, they know it's over. When the tide is high, they know just why. Every time we low, we got survival. Survival bacon and cosmic Simon. And Aaron Hymus and Naomi Hyman. All the run When the tide is high, they know just why. When the tide is low, they know it's over. When the tide is high, they know just